Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there, pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And it's the brother Kwara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. Hey, and as you see from the opening scene, we in those times, man. And, in this clip right here, this not a new clip. It just resurfaced again. Because I remember seeing this article, and I believe this clip as well. But for sure, articles came out a couple months back, I believe back in April. Talking about, the Pentagon, want to make a, and I'm gonna have to use code words for the sake of the algorithm, in this lesson, so when we mention the MOTB, we might have to use that or, whatever come to the spirit, but nevertheless, so this video resurfaced, man. This video resurfaced. Why? Because we coming into those times. Where it's set for all things to be revealed. We here in the end, man. We ain't got that much longer to wait. We ain't got that much prophecy to see. They talking about this CM, I'm gonna call it this CM, for the initials of what's written on the screen, for the sake of the code word, but y'all can see it, or that micro C, that micro C, you see? But anyway, we're in those times, man, they talking about pushing that. We know that's one of the major prophecies left. Once that happen, or once that be ushered out, or even in the mainstream, things are going to start moving fast. And just so happened, this resurfaced at the same time of Iran, going back and forth with it with Israel again, putting America into it. So World War III is building back up as well. Lockdown, they talking about locking down again. So tension going to be built up, misery. You see, the dollar ain't worth nothing. Food, slowly, not shit. I can't even say slowly, but surely, but quickly drying up, man. They're holding shipping containers out on the sea. Prices on food goods and regular goods going up. So we're in the time for everything to happen. In other words, it's only a matter of time until these things do happen. You see, but as they see, they talking about the MOTB. And it's a beautiful time we're in. Matter of fact, let's get some precepts real quick. Let's get some precepts. And then they said the Pentagon go roll it out. And as I was looking for it, why would the Pentagon have to roll it out? You see? Why would the Pentagon have to roll out something dealing with healthcare? Because that's what the C-19 dealing with, right? Diseases and health. So what the Pentagon go help for? As we see right here, just on Wikipedia real quick, it says the Pentagon is the headquarters building of the United States Department of Defense as a symbol of the U.S. military, man. So that's what it's known for. The U.S., the symbol of defense for the military. So therefore, if the Pentagon go roll out this micro C, then what? 2nd Ezra 16 and 15 is being made more clear. Those troops go be on the street, right? Going door to door, taking people out their houses, so on and so forth. This is the times we're in, right? But let's get that. How it should be made clear. This 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. Right? 2nd Ezra 9 and 1, it says, he answered me then and said, because if you go at the end of chapter 8, Ezra's asking the Lord, he said, look, Lord, you showed me all the signs of the things that was going to come, but exactly what time they coming, like what month, what year, what day, So this is how the Lord told Ezra to find out. So 2nd Ezra 9 and 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Whatever I told you that's going to happen in the end, you look for it. When you see these things happening, know that it's the time that I'm visiting. Know that you ain't got that much longer left. And that's what we realize today. And it says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. And it's evident. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which we see that on a heavy scale. Although you ain't physically going through it yourself here in America or seeing it on the news, don't mean it's not happening. But this is the thing. We seeing it on the news. We seeing it. And what they reporting on the news ain't all what be going on in these other countries, man. But the Heavenly Father is saving the best for last. They about to come to America too. Remember, just like the last lockdowns, every other country, they started locking down first. America was last. Guess what? These countries locking down again. So what that mean for America? We about to go into the same phase. And it says, so what that's going to call? Uproars. They need uproars, so therefore they could bring in them troops. The Pentagon with that micro C, man. So they could bring in them troops. They need confusion, order out of chaos. They want to bring order out of the chaos that they created. And it says, verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end. And the end is manifest, man. Manifest is to make known, make clear, right? Make obvious. Right? It says in the end is manifest. It's obvious we at the end of this thing. That's why it's only a matter of time. Literally any day now, something can happen. Today, August 11th. You know, FEMA's supposed to be doing something with the little testing services on TVs, radios, whatever electronic device you have. You're supposed to get that message, which even in that, because, you know, some may say, oh, yeah, well, it ain't nothing important because it's just a testing service for us to get a little Amber Alert. But that's the thing. It's for all people. You know, you get an Amber Alert, it's just for your neighborhood or something that may be happening close to where you stay. But no, they set it up for a national emergency testing, which means, you know, in the movies, right? You know, in the movies, when, say, it's a, like, you know, a pandemic type movie at the end of the world, you got that if Russia shot a missile or whatever, right? Russia shot a missile, and then it had that, and this is not a test, and this is not a test, right? And all citizens, all the TV stop, all radio stop, all cell phones, pagers, because that is sent out before major destruction happened. Well, look, just because it's a test that FEMA doing today, they setting that up for what's to come. So it's going to be set in place to let people know when it do come, this is not a test. So again, everything is being set up in place. That's why it says in the end is manifest. But let's go back to this video real quick, see what they say. Let's rewind it a little bit. And we'll get into, you know, a couple of precepts because I got to go ahead into work. But look, man, this is happening. This is about to happen, and you had these other camps preaching against it. What they gonna do when they actually come into fruition, man? What they gonna do? What they gonna tell their congregation? You know? Because when you go into Revelation 13, which Lord willing we get, Revelation 13, it goes into the power structure of the Edomites. Starting with the Greeks, then you got Rome, and then you got that revised Roman Empire, which is America. And at the end of that chapter, which is the end of his system, it said that this beast, by this man, Esau Edom, by way of his system, which is called a beast system, draconian-like, that at the end of his rulership, he was going to usher a device to put in you. Well, look, this is what we seeing, man. Again, why the Pentagon? Why it ain't the hospitals or the FDA even at that? Even though they Food and Drugs Administration. But why the Pentagon? Because they go apply pressure. Esau Edom coming down with great wrath because he know he have but a short time, man.
So, you know, all the conspiracy theorists out there, right? They went around saying, hey, they're creating this microchip and it's going to be inserted microchip, then they say, oh, it won't track you, and all it's going to do is tell you.
And you know that's a lie. You know they're going to track you. They're going to do everything. You're going to do all things. Buy and sell with it. You know, not because Esau got it said. No, we know what the prophecy said, man. Of course, he going to deceive and lie. But you're going to get tracked with it. Buy and sell with it. Healthcare going to be on there. Your personal information going to be on there. That's going to be your new form of a social security card. That's going to be your new form of identity, man. He want to be your daddy. He want to be your God. And therefore, putting his brand or mark, not just on you, but in you, he will be able to fully control you, man.
COVID symptoms. Well, guess what? My body can also tell me if I have COVID symptoms. So why would I need a microchip inserted under my skin in order to tell me whether or not I feel the symptoms of COVID?
And see, I'm going to go ahead and stop the vid. I'm going to stop the vid because I'm noticing, you know, they throwing around that word that we trying to disguise. So hopefully they don't strike. But look, Lord willing, I remember to put this in the link in the description. But let's get some scriptures, you know, because they throwing that word around and I want, you know, YouTube to strike my vid for a video from RT. But let's get this, because this is what we saying. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me. This is the prophet Habakkuk. He said, look, I'm going to watch to see what the Heavenly Father going to say unto me. Well, how the Lord speak to us? We just be calling a Habakkuk. Out of heavens, and Habakkuk looking like, what a Habakkuk? No. The Lord speak to us by way of his signs, his plagues, his prophecies that he bring on the earth. So although we know what the prophecies say, you know, and what to expect, we don't specifically know how they're going to play out. So that's why we have to watch and pay attention to see how they're going to play out. For example, we know the MOTB, right, that micro C, we know it's supposed to come, but we watching to see how it's going to be implemented. How this man going to bring it out in his system. How he going to introduce it. All right. For another example, we know Babylon the Great will get shot with missiles by his allies and by his enemies. But we don't know exactly what they going to do, what America going to do to piss these nations off for them to just say, fuck it, let's push the button. So that's why we got to watch to see how prophecy play out. And it says, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision. And that's what the prophets of old did. They got visions and wrote them down. And one of the visions, Revelation 13, Apostle John seen people receiving this thing in order to get by in society. So he wrote the vision, and what we do with it, those visions that they wrote. It says, and the Lord said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run their reader. We get the visions they wrote and we go into them and break them down for the people. We make them easy to be understood. We telling you, look, this is what's happening. This is what that means. Right? It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. It's set to happen at an appointed time when the Heavenly Father ready. Right? 2 Ezra 4:37. And we're in that time. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. Check this out. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. How is it speaking? It's making itself known. Now we have tangible proof. Hey, how is it speaking? I could go in this video and press play. That's how it's speaking. I can go to the video and press play and they're going to talk about it. We ain't just saying it no more. You know, think about the apostles back in the day when they had no articles, no videos to go into. They would seem like they were just saying it, but now they can say it and go to an article or a video and have tangible proof to back up what they saying. You see? It's speaking. We have proof now to show you this is what's going on. And it says, and though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, man. That's another thing with these camps. It's going to come where you got to say that either you was wrong and the apostles were right, or you just going to have to, keep their pride and get destroyed, man. But let's get Revelation 13, because, again, this goes into the power structure of Esau Edom. And at the end of his power structure, he said he was going to give something and cause all to take it. Well, we at the end of his power structure clearly, so he have to give that what he was talking about or what John seen him giving. This Revelation 13, and I'm going to go up and 11. And I beheld another beast. This in America is that other beast. it says another beast come out of the earth, whom had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. Hey, just like Rome had the plebeians and patricians, America have they Democrats, Republicans, they system set up like a lamb, as it seemed they gonna help you, with government assistance. But as we seeing, now they starting to speak like that dragon. Now you starting to realize, damn, this lamb got sharp teeth. Why this lamb breathing out fire? Because it's a dragon, man. And now we see they ain't here to help people no more. They at the end of that giving incentives. Now they about to cause all. And now it's about to be draconian-like. And it says, in the exercise of power of the first beast before him. Now, how is that possible? And who's the beast before America? Rome. So if America exercised the power of the first beast, what that mean? The way of life, how this society is ran, all the way from its judicial system to its everyday social life. It's just like Rome. And it says, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly one was healed, after the Renaissance came back into play by way of America. But let's see what he gonna do. Let's see what America gonna do. Verse 15, and he giveth power to give life, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the beast should be killed. And that's what we coming down to, man. Just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. If you ain't bow down that statue or that image from Nebuchadnezzar, you had to be killed. The same thing, if you're not willing to get down with this global reset, this NWO, that New World O, then you're going to have to be killed. You're going to have to be taken out of society, right? Separated, thrown into a concentration camp, under a guillotine, shamed, all because you ain't taking that juice, and eventually because you ain't going to take that MO or that micro C. But this the point. And he cause of all, this how he gonna cause. We're in that time of him causing, taking away people's daily necessities, food, right? That's why they keeping shipping containers back. Bill Gates buying up land, because they gonna man-made is a man-made famine. The Lord putting on them to create a famine, right? Uproars and riots, taking away daily needs, so you have to go to the government for them. And when you go to them, you have to get some. So like it gets something in you. And that's when he's saying he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, at the end of his society, just like at the end of this chapter, free and bond, to receive a mark. To receive a mark in their foreheads or in their hands, in their right hands. You see? In their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And look, we're here. This talking about that mark. And it says, here is wisdom. Let him that understand count the number of the beast, for the number of a man, and his number is 666, man. And it just so happened, the white supremacy hand sign is 666 too. And they ushering in by their medical field, man. This is their new Messiah. This is the way they gonna start in and usher their global reset, man. So this is coming to pass what the Lord had his prophet speak on. Let me see what time it is. Damn, let me see. What the Lord had his prophet speak on. I'm 20 minutes behind. I ended with this. Ezekiel 33 and 33. Let's end it. Ezekiel 33 and 33, it says, I start walking up. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. What we've been talking about, yes, it's going to happen. It says, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. You're going to know we was telling you about it the whole time. Like the Lord said in, I think, Ezekiel 12, he will no more hold back his prophecy. But is he going to make it happen here in the end? Well, look, we here in the end, man. We here to see it. But look, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Chakwadash, 8 double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to all you I came out there pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and to all you believers out there who believe on the gospel. Keep fighting, keep pushing. Hey, and with that, shalom.